Alright, next deck of the day. We're playing a Ashe Kench control deck. The main idea of this deck is that we're using the various... Well, first of all, we have Ashe and the various Frostbite cards to help enable her. And with that, we're pairing it with Tahm Kench. So Tahm Kench works really well with Frostbite cards because if we're using Frostbite to reduce the power of our opponent's units to 0 anyway, it does mean that Kench can eat them without having to worry about them striking back. So this means that we can, capture their units without worry of dealing damage to himself and bringing him within range of getting finished off by some sort of damage-based removal. Rhymetusk Shaman is kind of like the big... is a really great synergy with Tahm Kench because she Frostbites the strongest enemy every round, and every round Tahm Kench is creating the acquired taste to be able to eat something, so just every round with these two on the board, we're taking away their strongest unit. So in addition to, the typical stuff you'd find in a Frostbite deck, things like Rhyme Fang Wolf, obviously, to help us control the board, Troll Chant to keep our stuff alive. We've got early plays like Omen Hawk, Avarosan Sentry, and Hired Gun, the only other card we're playing in Bilgewater to help us control the board in the early game. At the top end here, we have one copy of Howling Abyss to help us generate card advantage. We also have a couple copies of Feel the Rush to help us just find our two champions and just have these big attackers that we can hopefully push through lethal damage with, because by this point in the game, we're hoping that Ashe is now leveled, having frostbitten so many enemies, and then we can, hopefully just push through for lethal damage, like I said. 12, yeah. Very expensive card. So normally you only have 10 mana at the most in the late game, but you can bank up to 3 from previous turns. So in order to play this card, we need to bank 2 to 3 mana on turns 10 or 9 respectively in order to play it. At least 2 to 3 mana. So yeah, this list is something I copied card for card. Much like the last deck we just played, the Ezreal Go Hard mid-range deck. This is card for card a list I got from fellow Runeterra streamer, content creator Jeff Hoagland, a gentleman I've been following for several years now, and been really enjoying his Runeterra content and all the interesting decks he plays. So we're taking an idea that he's been playing around with for the last little while, and this is his latest list, so we're giving it a try here today on stream and see how we do. Ashe is one of my favorite champions in the deck, mostly because I do really like the Frostbite mechanic, and this is just a different way to play her. I've been mostly playing like the Noxus, mid-range version, which everyone's very familiar with if you play this game. This is a kind of a different direction to take Frostbite. What? Update T9? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Looks like they're playing another Pirate Aggro deck, but they got Twisted Fate in there. Maybe they're trying to be a little bit more mid-rangey. I think I like these two to start. This can reduce their power while also saving one of our blockers. This is our only 1-drop in the deck, so we probably want to keep that in our opening hand against aggro. Oh, I see. We'll start with Omen Hawk. Now the next 2 units of our deck are +1/+1. Hired Gun's not bad either. Attack in here because there's a good chance he's not blocking with this. We can't block this unit because it has Fearsome. Now we can. If he doesn't open on attacks, this can block this. They did not, so we'll go ahead and play that out. They're not attacking. That's fine by me. Ooh, a +1/+1 Tahm Kench isn't bad.
Get bloody, get paid.
I think I'll do this because I can trade these two. Now that this is vulnerable, I can force it to block. And then this can still block this.
I never.
kind of a free attack, so to speak. Like, this is probably what we're blocking anyway.
Alert the village! Ye started without
Oh, that's the reason not to do that, I suppose. Okay, fair enough. If they don't open on attacks, we'll probably play the Kench, just so we can start eating their stuff.
In range.
Yeah. We'll use this as a gain 3.
table for one, if you'd oblige.
Like a fish in water.
Now the question, do I Ashe?
Appetizers are plenty.
Looking to freeze something. I think we actually just want to start with this. I don't think we need to throw Ashe into the fire here.
Come on in.
We'll hold these up for now, but if he plays a bunch of stuff out, we'll definitely play Berg, so we can block. Gotta remember that they have Twisted Fate in their deck. I wonder what their champion split is.
They've got nowhere to go.
I don't suppose there's any way that you can tell in this game. I feel like, from what I've noticed, the more numerous champions are always to the left. So that means that...
I'm always up for a round or two.
Okay.
Dead in their tracks.
This is iffy now. Because they could be looking to finish him off with a Noxian Fervor, so we can't really afford to tap out here. Yep. +2, -2.
Where there's a will, there's a meal.
Well, that's a second Tom Kench, even if this first one eats.
Hard to get rich. Closer, friend.
Whoops. Losing control of my mouse. What does our opponent have? Definitely gonna eat the Twisted Fate. Yeah, I saw that bank kind of card, which is interesting. Kind of wish that was a thing in the game anyway. Like, just imagine banking up to 3 credits every turn, but you could only use it to operate units or something like that. I think that would be really great. Now I'm just gonna pass. So if I eat something, there's just a chance that they're gonna get it back anyway. They have too many ways to deal damage. So I'd rather bank the spell mana. So next turn we can do something like...
Well, well. Got any more work for me?
You're not still mad about that, are you?
Do we do it anyway? Is Zap Sprayfin on summon or on play? I bet you it's on summon. Yeah, it's on summon. So he's gonna even draw something again too. This one, he won't get to play something again if it's Twisted Fate. Yeah, I guess we'll try it then.
Allow me a small service. I'm sure there's something for my taste.
A chill in the air.
Wow, really? Alright.
What a commendable achievement.
So obviously the opponent didn't have any removal in hand for the Kench, but like, is that worthy of concession? I don't know. Yeah, it definitely went well for us, for sure. I feel like, I mean, what was in their hand that they felt like they couldn't like still do well against us? I don't know. So we would have gotten to level up. I guess we took away a lot of their key stuff, right? We took away a Twisted Fate, a Misfortune, and a Zap. We were about to level up the Kench, so they would have no chance of getting them back, even if they killed the Kench. And then... I guess we would have had decent blockers. We had a bunch of Bergs that would have drawn us cards, too. I think... I like the 3-drop here because it lets us kill some of their stuff. Ashe is kind of important for this matchup, I think. Okay, I think I like this. Look at that. This is the hand you want to see against a go big control deck like the Deep. One damage isn't significant, so rather than open on attacks, I'm going to play this 2-1 and see if I can get in for more damage. Harsh Winds. I guess those aren't bad because it means... like, because their deck is so reliant on big creatures to help control the board, our Frostbite cards are kind of great. I'm definitely gonna open on attacks here, rather than try to get cheeky with this Ashe. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's wrong because she could Frostbite something, and we have this Wolf on the board. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to play the Ashe there actually. Although I exposed her to a Vengeance because they have exactly 7 mana.
Signal fires.
It's another Rhymefang Wolf.
I will tend this garden.
I wonder if we want to Harsh Winds.
Protect our grove.
This works out perfectly for us. I think our opponent was definitely overly aggressive with these attacks. Sorry, this is a new card that just got spoiled or released, rather.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
I'll have to see it. After this deck, we'll take a look at the spoilers, maybe. Aw, rip. Rip.
Get bloody, get paid.
Well, that's terrifying. They'll probably swing with both of their big guys, which means this Harsh Winds can get them again because we have these two. But have definitely not been doing quite enough damage. Alright, and they're just gonna get another one of those things. Yikes. Yeah, I think we can just pack it up. Like, the game's not just over. We definitely have a few more rounds to play, but good chance we're just gonna end up losing. I think it was a mistake that turn when I didn't play the Ashe out earlier, because yeah, that was just a mistake, I think. Even if they had the Vengeance in hand, like, she's gonna get Vengeance at some point, and it would have taken up the entirety of their turn. They're kind of more of a mid-rangey deck, I suppose. Guess I'll keep this to pair with the Rhinefang Wolf. Throw these expensive cards back, see if we can find something better. Look at that, never didn't have it. Turn 1 Omen Hawk, you'll love to see it.
They're out there. I'll spot them.
I'm actually gonna open on attacks here because there's a good chance they have removal for this Rhinefang Wolf, and I'd like it to stick around.
Time for a true display of skill.
Let's pass and bank some spell mana. Well, it's a hawk, it's not an eagle. Come on now.
Watch and learn.
Do I want to take away their ability to create a Mystic Shot? No, I don't think I care.
I'll scrutinize something scrumptious.
Charge!
I could have a Thermo Beam to finish this off, which is fine by me.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day!
Boo. Boo, opponent, boo. That's
Sounds
another one.
dangerous. I'm in.
kind of feels bad, but I don't want him to shoot my wolf.
Winter is the Freljord's true ruler.
Firing!
Sends chills up my spine.
A chill in the air.
Maybe that's pointless. This can kill him anyway. Yeah, that was pointless. Should have played this out first anyway. See what they do. Like, it's obvious that I have this now after doing this anyway, so I should have just played this out to start.
Light the signal fires.
Check me out!
Yep. Yep. So now I can't kill it, even with the wolf.
Shatter them!
I fucked that game up. Definitely missequenced my plays that game. Not sure we're winning it anyway, but I definitely didn't play well. I definitely should have played these decks a little bit more before streaming, I think. Because I've never... This is the first time I'm playing with both of these decks today. It's quite obvious that I'm not really 100% certain how best to approach certain matchups with them. I'm also not much of a control player in this game. I definitely tend to play aggressively slanted decks. So these decks are definitely way out of my comfort zone. Also, am I playing the ranked queue for some reason? I am playing the ranked queue for some reason. I should probably just be playing the normal queue if I want to actually learn how to play these decks first. Like, these decks are already not tiered, and I'm inexperienced with them, and I'm playing it on the ranked ladder for some reason. Silly me. After this deck, we'll just move to normal queue and see if we can get some decent games against, like, just more varied opponents. This game's on mobile. Mobile, tablet. It could be on Mac as well, but I'm not 100% certain. Let's do this, I guess. Yeah, and the mobile client's really good. It's really well implemented. I'll just pass. Could play this 2-3. No need. Just bank the spell mana.
First one's free.
Brewing up some trouble.
I can get cheeky here with this flash freeze. They could easily have Noxian Fervor, though, so maybe this is wrong. Yeah.
No refund.
Should have slowed down a little bit and thought about that. They're probably going to use Noxian Fervor before the end of their turn anyway. So we'll play a Kench to get him going, because next turn we can Frostbite something and then eat it with this.
Just you and me,
Yeah, like that.
fishbones. And them.
Does mean we're going to eat a lot of damage this round, though, because I definitely don't want to be blocking either of
Hands
these.
off the merch.
Although, this makes it any more interested in doing that.
top of the bounty board today.
Vision to see what others cannot. Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
No, that was a misclick. God damn it.
Such little life.
God damn it. Doesn't matter, they had the thermo beam for the Kench anyway.
I will unite the Freljord. Swiftly now.
Got me. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Misclick. I guess it worked out in our favor anyway, but fuck me, that sucks. Deal 3 to all enemies in the enemy nexus.
Quench or perish.
This fucking Alright.
Leave your tracks in the door.
We can't even play this next turn because we're only on turn 8.
They're out there. I'll spot them.
Yeah, unfortunately our deck doesn't have carpet bombing. And even if it did, this guy's living from it. That's a permanent buff? It is. I mean, we just lose, right? Nope. Enough with the ranked queue. I'm playing normal mode with decks that are tier garbage and what that I'm not good with. It's the decks are fine. It's just I'm not good with them. I don't know how we win that last game with his Swain plus elusive thing. We would have... I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, hang on to my flash freezes and stuff. Be a little bit more conservative with the Kench, but I mean, like, I don't know how you do that.
These old eyes still see far.
I mean, if your deck is good, it shouldn't be hard to play well, right? Like, good decks...
Rosa's name.
I don't know how to put this. Good decks don't need perfect play to be good, right? Guess we played this.
Covered in ice.
You don't have enough mana to play that and Frostbite. Could just play this. It's probably just gonna get eaten by this plus a whatchamacallit single combat. Let's start with this and see what they do. Hey, Wasting Light, welcome, welcome.
With a little time, I'll have a breakthrough.
Okay, they could still have single combat. But if they do, that dragon's
All the
dying
world
anyway.
on one arrow.
So let's see if they want to do that.
Come hither, you beasts of glory!
Come back later.
Backup Ashe is nice. That's not that scary.
Winter is the Freljord's true ruler.
No backing down.
We'll just take 6 here. Next turn we'll play the Ryan Fang Wolf, hoping
The frost
to
reveals all to me.
challenge and kill this dragon. Okay. So they either have an answer in hand already, or they're looking for one, but they won't be able to play it in response to
Quickly now.
what we're doing here.
Do you see?
Back, heretic.
Okay.
Continue without me.
Main thing I was concerned with was killing this elusive unit, and we've done that. I'm actually a little surprised they didn't try to save that, because that was definitely their win condition. Russian-German conversation. I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Ice runs in our veins. The frost reveals all to me.
That's a Z. That is a Z. I actually think I'm supposed to play this,
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
so we can start whittling away at this this dragon.
Daylight star will rule the skies.
Do I want to keep this thing around? I want to keep this around for sure, but it might be pointless to keep this around at this point.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
And in fact,
Success gets you noticed around here.
I'm just gonna make everything vulnerable because we have quick attack units that we can just kill with it. It's actually gonna be pretty cool. It depends though, like they definitely have things they can do in response, but we're holding up flash freeze, so
I deal in coins and carnage.
Her light will always rise.
oh, I guess I can't. This doesn't work the way I want it to.
Shadows cut deep as any weapon.
Believe or burn. I will find you.
Well, it's definitely not helping with this whole streaming thing, let me tell you. I wish it was. When you cast a spell, give me challenger this round. If you cast another, give me barrier this round. And I dragon rage enemies that I challenge. I think, however, is Ashe leveled? She is leveled. You know what we're gonna do? So this guy's gonna level with this. We'll just play another.
Master yourself, master your enemy.
Okay, so I'm gonna bank the spell mana. And depending on what we draw.
The frost reveals all to me.
Okay, perfect. So I can go.
Conflict is all in the mind. My lands need me. Center your spirit.
Let's just do this. No. Definitely need to make the game the focal point. Oh, is the enemy just giving up?
Alert the village!
Okay, they have one HP left.
I know these paths.
Let's make sure we don't die by accident from something stupid. Do this.
Never again will we vault at Dragonfire.
I mean, this is just a fun card, but it's actually been doing work this game. Uh-oh. So now we know they have a big dragon. I wonder if with that in mind, I'm supposed to play this other Rhyme Tusk Shaman. It would frostbite this and this, so they can't challenge our stuff super easily.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
No.
Ice. Ice runs in our veins.
No, just one. I'm married.
The frost reveals all to me.
To arms!
All right. It's time to feel the rush. Feel the rush, everybody. It summoned the champion we had in our hand that was created off of the Howling Abyss. That's hilarious. That's actually not that bad because it's gonna summon
They think themselves
either a
cultured.
Kench or an Ashe. That's the Teemo, which we don't really care about.
Oh, I don't require a menu.
We're definitely supposed to open on attacks here, right? let's
Freljordian welcome.
try to take these things out. Okay.
Locked and ready.
Oh yeah, you have this tattoo.
Orban dies.
Yeah, I like Zeppelin. They're a cool band. Shame about them stealing all those songs without giving the original artist credit, though. But I do like their music. A lot. Maybe we want to flash freeze? That's a lot of damages. So we'll hired gun on our turn, hook the 2/1, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
We are a control deck, and they're very, very aggressive. Aggressive deck, so it's going to be tough.
You point, I shoot.
I have the best job.
I deal in coins and carnage.
Time for the moneymakers. Let's do this.
Make it worth my while.
Are we using that as a gain to? I think it's going to be more relevant at a different point in this match.
My diet is expensively unique.
Rules are made to be broken. Like buildings. Or people.
You should try blinking sometime.
Well, that's very scary.
Oh, I don't require the menu.
Not getting the frostbite cards we need.
Oh, part of the plan, I just made up.
Not my first gunfight.
Kind of want to eat the Jinx.
Make it worth my while.
So I guess we'll do this.
Now we're cooking.
Son of a...
Dead to get excited. I'll just hover over here. So for those that are not familiar with this game, that is the premier aggro deck in the format right now, and they're very, and they got one of their better starts. In fact, that was almost certainly like the best start they could possibly have. More or less. What are they? Interesting. Targon Shadow Isles with only Leona. What are they up to? Trying to get like a billion Leonas with like rekindlers and try to... I'm assuming they're gonna have an aggressive start. So the Tavern Keeper might be fine. I've never seen a deck like this before. It could just be like a Mist Wraith and or Nightfall deck that's just running Leona as like a value unit. Okay, something to do with buffs, I guess. See ya, Oberkommandant. Thanks for hanging out with me. Keeping me company for as long as you did. We'll see you guys back on the Cards battlefield before too long, for sure.
Will see the light.
Okay.
Follow the horizon.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not taking that block. Nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna do this.
Coins incarnate.
Raise your weapon sunward.
Winter take you!
Now I'm assuming we're gonna see a Nightfall unit.
Time to make some coin.
Glorious.
I think this is a Tom Kench turn.
Daylight everlasting!
What are the chances he's gonna swing
Table for one.
if I
If you
pass?
oblige.
Probably very low.
I'm sure
Still doesn't
there's
wanna swing.
something for my tastes. Let us reconnoiter.
That's actually pretty good, because not only does it prevent him from dying to this wolf, it means I can't eat him with the acquired taste. So that's really annoying. But the acquired taste is a free card, so maybe I should just use it to pop the spell shield. Probably acceptable. I'll just use it to pop the spell shield.
Allow me a small sample. Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
Okay, that's not bad. Kind of want to hold up harsh winds, but I also would like to spend like a little bit of mana to play. Well, I guess it's pointless, right? Because if we want to play Feel the Rush next turn, oh no, we can't. We're only going into
Bless
turn
the
8.
faithful and fear the heretics.
Why would I do that? I don't have enough mana to play this. Well, that was stupid of me. I mean, I guess it means that he doesn't have good attacks now, but definitely could have
The
waited.
dawn has arrived.
May it never leave.
To shine like the sun, you must burn like it.
know why I thought I had enough mana. I guess I was looking. I was like, oh yeah, eight mana next turn, not this turn.
Clad in shining sunlight.
Yep. To be fair, this was going to be a really good turn for them anyway, but we could have made their attacks bad.
Scorching light.
Or like extra bad. Let's take 3, I guess.
Oh, I don't require menus.
Avarosa, guide me.
I will unite the Freljord.
So if I just play the acquired taste, I can feel the rush next turn.
We rise.
Question is, will I get to live until then? I don't think so at this point.
It's too late now.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Yeah, so obviously if I hadn't screwed up with the harsh winds, we would have like eaten like their key threats here.
There's a meal.
But because I did screw up, we're probably losing this game. We'll see. If they don't get a ton of stuns, we can survive this round, feel the rush, and then potentially use Crystal Arrow to punch through for lethal amounts of damage. Now I might need to use this to stay alive.
A shield for allies, a sword for enemies.
Yeah, but now they're just gonna play 7,000 Zenith Blades. What does this do? 3 or less power, yeah. Not very good. Well, I guess this becomes another Ashe, which turns into her spell, which means we can actually frostbite something. And that's true for both of these. Crystal Arrow is probably not going to be better than a fog effect at this point anyway, right?
My faith protects me.
Hitting Berg? Sure. Okay, gotta think about this here. Do I want to Crystal Arrow this round?
The sun's splendor
I can
reveals.
just let this happen first. I can Crystal Arrow this, which hits everyone, and then eat her. Well, it hits these two. Three health or less. Okay. My mistake.
A blade forged with blessed sunlight. Not my first gunfight.
I think I'm just taking 9. Because I want to bank the spell mana to be able to play Feel the Rush. Well, or also just potentially...
Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
Avarosans, stand together!
The guilty were banned.
The time is right! Strike now!
Destiny!
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
Do we think they have a way to do this at...
Plenty of room inside.
Okay, perfect.
Come along! There's room for everyone.
Okay, cool. So even if Kench dies, they don't get those units back. This Feel the Rush looking like it's going to be pretty good.
They don't know where to go.
Now they see who I truly am.
Teeth big as tombstones.
Young. Oh, I don't require a menu.
Now all we need is a Rhyme Tusk Shaman.
First light illuminates the land. Sunlight blinds.
You gotta believe me. Oh, you and your stories.
This is 5 mana. We'll bank 3, and then we can play Feel the Rush on our following turn. I don't know if it's gonna do much. Okay, so that's the thingy he found, but we have a backup Ashe in hand.
All the world on one arrow.
establishment's fair.
As the arrow flies.
Believe or burn, back heretic.
Reconsider.
Have faith.
They'll come for you!
So what happens if I play this? I'm just gonna get one champion, right? It won't replace.
Warm hearts and hot soup. No time for soup! We've got to move!
I desire a different flavor. Oh, I don't require many.
Now we find you. Ugh. We just died, didn't we?
They're coming! Hide!
Well, not according to that.
Continue without me.
Heed my words!
Maybe I'm actually supposed to play the Rhyme Tush Shaman there and feel the rest of
There's
this.
a will, there's a meal.
Up there in the mountains!
What?
There's no such thing as Yetis.
But I've been putting so many Ashes back in the deck. I guess we missed one at some point.
Unyielding light.
It's too bad. Two of these. Well then. Huh.
Avarosans, stand together.
Let us reconnoiter.
You cannot sway me.
Finally got there.
A new Freljord will rise.
Play one or two more with this. Been going pretty late already. Wouldn't mind playing this deck a little bit more though. Just actually kind of getting a better feel for it.
see the Demacian border from here. These old eyes still see far and clear.
Trade ya.
Safeguard our homes.
So I use my mana.
For the homestead.
All the world on one arrow. Avarosans, stand together!
Light the signal fires.
Yep. It's full hand you got there, pal. I think we'll play one of these Kench out this turn. Sure.
The tribes!
Our diet is expensively unique. Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
Might actually end up
See the
using this.
Demacian border from here.
They don't want to use their
Oh, I don't
mana every
require
round
menu.
to
I will unite the Freljord.
for fear of us eating their units with the Kench. That's to our benefit, I think.
Who's on top of the bounty board today? Continue without me.
Let us reconnoiter.
Am I using that on the Kench? I don't think so, because they probably have vengeances in hand.
Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
We'll play out a Innkeeper and heal our Nexus, but it's mostly going to be an attacker.
Warm hearts and hot soup.
They've got nowhere to go.
The spirit of winter awakens.
A true Freljordian welcome.
Snow, wind, and ice.
This is
My light,
dying
Dolorosa.
anyway, so I guess we block here. Because I would like to acquired taste her. I wonder if it's worth saving with this Troll Trant. Probably not, because he's probably got a bunch of deal ones anyway in the deck.
Strike them down.
Save the homestead.
Tomorrow we rise anew.
Appetizers aplenty.
I'm sure they have a vengeance, but we'll give this a shot anyway. And if they do vengeance the Kench,
One candle for every soul.
let's just start generating card advantage, I think.
The Freljord's eternal guardian.
Oh, I don't require a menu. That light flickers.
Ooh, got some fighting yet. Son of a...
Winter take you!
No place for the kind.
Plenty of room inside.
This'll take the chill off.
Rum is on the job. These old eyes still see far and clear. Where there's a will, there's a meal.
We haven't seen vengeance from him yet, but I'm assuming he's just been saving it this whole time. See if this works. It's only gonna get worse, so. Yeah, we'll do one more.
Of course we are still friends.
his hand is okay. Maybe we don't want the flash freeze necessarily. Yeah, it's probably fine. Our 2 mana 2/3s are probably pretty good against the aggressive deck. That should be nice. Ashe will let us start doing some damage, and flash freeze will hopefully let us get a favorable exchange at some points.
Oh, yes! It does love visitors! Shoot me right out!
Don't stand in my way.
I'm actually just gonna pass here. They tend to be very troop based, so yeah, I think this is still worth it.
Get bloody, get paid. You point, I shoot.
Kind of punished though, because now they get that trigger. We'll be fine. They don't open attacks, we're just gonna play the bird, because the bird lets us block.
Ancient things trapped in the ice!
Lets us block here. Now we cannot. Still gonna block. She lets us. Oh, I guess we can't. Because we can't affect. Yeah, we can't. Never mind.
Not my first gunfight.
Just gain one.
The rose shall find their vengeance!
Probably playing the Rhyme Tusk Shaman now. Well, I guess we could play Ashe actually, but if they have a way to.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Lady Elise, where are you?
Assuming they have another one.
We weren't expecting callers!
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
Show them what we're made of!
Give other battling allies +1/+1 and fearsome. Oh hum. That's not a card they usually play.
Make it worth my while.
Lead the target.
You'll make a fine totem.
The time is right. Strike now!
Guide our allies, my friend.
The frost reveals all to me.
Swiftly now.
Freljord's true ruler. Ice runs in our veins.
I'll lead us to victory!
The frost reveals all to me.
Just fog them.
Let fly!
They disgust us.
Lead the target.
Okay.
The time is right. Strike now!
Leave your tracks in the door.
Sends chills up my spine.
Show me a target. A new Freljord will rise!
Not bad, not bad. I think that's a good as place as any to end it. I don't know, not much to say about this deck. I guess seems like it's. I mean, I don't know. Interesting way to play with Frostbite and Tom Kench. I think Tom Kench and the Frostbite mechanic go really, really great together. Seems like. And because we have ways to deal with like big units, Frostbite being able to reduce any units attack power down to 0, it does mean that Kench can. We have a lot of ways to control the board against even like the really big decks that are going really, really big. But the one problem we run into is when we can fail to level him before they start finding things to deal with him, like Vengeance, like that we saw in that one game against the Shadow Isles and Nivea deck. But we have other ways to like keep generating card advantage, like these Howling Abyss. Then we have a Field of Rush in the deck too. So I don't know. I'd have to play with this deck more to get like a real opinion on it and how I felt it stacked up against like how it stacked up against the meta. But it's an interesting archetype. And it was definitely fun to play. I definitely need more experience with it. And that's probably something I will play again in the near future. It's doing a lot of interesting things that I find very fun. Even just like the few games that we got to like play around with this Howling Abyss were very fun too. Like this seems like a reasonable card. This card seems like a reasonable inclusion as well. Don't know if you want 2 of them, but that's probably fine. So I don't know. Yeah, again, would have to play around with it more to really get a feel. But anyway, thanks a lot everyone for hanging out. We'll catch you next time. Going to be playing a couple more decks tomorrow. We're gonna try another Ezreal kind of mid-range deck. And we're probably just gonna play some Dragon mid-range, I think, is the other one that I wanted to give a try. And I don't know. This we might play a third deck tomorrow as well. We'll see how I feel. Might play something else also. If not a third deck, we might just play another game. Alright, that's it for me though. Everyone, take care. We'll see you next time.